Well, good evening and welcome to the Al Madina International Stadium in Baghdad for Al Shorta against Al Ittihad in the AFC Champions League Elite West Region League stage. It's match day 3 of 8 and both teams arrive looking for their first win to get their continental campaigns up and running, which for both so far have been disappointing. Well, Al Shorta open with a 1-1 draw here against Qatar's Al Sadd before losing to Al Gharafa, also of Qatar. A couple of results that leave them 10th in the table. Remember, it's the top 8 which has to be the target for qualification. Al Ittihad with plenty of work to do as well. Both sides, as it stands, outside of the qualifying positions for the knockout stage. A warm evening, as you can see, 28 degrees centigrade here, but the stadium has been absolutely packed way before kickoff. A good hour and a half. Most of the locals here were ready and in their seats to see the superstars of Al Ittihad arrive. Well, having missed out on the knockout stage by just a point last season, Al Shorta will be keen to ensure home advantage really counts, even against tonight's illustrious opponents. Saudi Arabian double winners, Al Ittihad then arrive very much as favourites on paper, but it's been a tumultuous start to the new season for them. Laurent Blanc, the architect of last season's domestic success, was fired after a home loss to Al Nassr and ahead of match day 2. They've lost both Asian Champions League Elite games so far, going down 2-1 to Al Wada in the United Arab Emirates and suffering a second loss to Emirati opposition at home, beaten 1-0 to Shabab Al Akli. No more time for upsets then for Al Ittihad. They need to get points on the board. A club who have twice before been champions of Asia, won successive competitions in 2004 and 2005, but it is 2 decades now since they have been champions of the continent, something that Al Ittihad are looking to put right. They'll be led out by Fabinho this evening, who is donning the captain's armband. They're hoping the waters have settled a bit now with the appointment of Portuguese coach Sergio Conceição, who has taken the reins for the first time at the weekend. A 1-1 draw at Al Fayha on Friday, but now takes the reins for the first time in continental competition and for only the second time. Well, despite the difficult start, Al Ittihad arrived second in the Saudi Pro League after 5 games with 10 points, just a couple behind the leaders Al Nassr, although Al Nassr have played a game less, winning all 4 of their games so far. Al Shorta currently 4th in the Iraq Stars League, 3 points behind the leaders Diyala. They've also played a game less and have won their opening 3 league games this season. It is this competition, though, where they want to progress at least to the round of 16. That has to be the target for a club who first played AFC Champions League football 25 years ago now. In 2000 they reached the quarter-finals, played the group stages of 2004-05, the 2 seasons that Al Ittihad lifted the trophy, and then in 2020 and 2021. When they reached the quarter-final, it was played on a group format. Al Shorta finished 3rd behind Al Hilal and Persepolis of Iran. Should be a great atmosphere. Not a seat to be had inside this impressive arena. There's real stardust now when the teams from the Saudi Pro League arrive. Saudi Arabia, of course, always one of the leading lights in AFC club competition. Al Hilal and Al Ittihad were the only 2 champions of the continent, though, from Saudi Arabia until Al Akli's success last season, becoming the 3rd Saudi Arabian club to win the AFC Champions League, or the Champions League Elite as it is now. Well, Al Shorta have won their last 2 games here, both in the Iraqi Premier League. 2 wins and a draw in all competitions at home this season. That draw did come against the Qatar Stars League side. Al Sadd took the lead in that game before having to settle for a point. And they are actually unbeaten in their last 2 AFC Champions League games at home, including a 2-0 win against Al Ain last season, who arrived as the defending champions, but as defending champions failed to make it through to the knockout stage. Overall though, just 4 wins from 17 at home in AFC Champions League competition. And a big test coming up tonight against Al Ittihad, a side who are desperate to get some points on the board after a really disappointing start from the Saudi Arabian champions. They are unbeaten away in 3 games in all competitions, 2 wins and a draw since that 2-1 loss in the United Arab Emirates against Al Wada. But this has turned into a crucial game tonight for both sides. So much support for Al Shorta. So surprisingly, it's a first ever meeting in the top level AFC competition between Al Shorta and Al Ittihad. Their only previous match came in the Arabs Champions Cup group stage in August of 2023. It was a close game, but it was Al Ittihad who came out on top on that occasion by 2-1. Well, Al Shorta may start on paper as the underdogs, but there is no question all the pressure is on Al Ittihad this evening, particularly given the start that they've made to the competition. Well, it's been like this a good hour before kickoff. So much excitement around Baghdad without Ittihad coming to town. So goalkeeper Ahmed Barzul captains a side that shows a couple of changes from the team beaten at Al Gharafa on match day 2. Niger international Abdul Majid Boubacar returns for his first start in this season's competition, while at right back Amir starts as he did in the opening round 1-1 draw here against Al Sadd. Dominic Mendy was a scorer here that night as Al Shorta picked up their first and so far only point of this season's competition. 2 captains, Fabinho and Ahmed Barzul, the Al Shorta goalkeeper, the referee Omar Mohamed Al Ali of the United Arab Emirates. Well, Sergio Conceicão's first AFC Champions League Elite match in charge shows 2 changes from match day 2. The goalkeeper and back 4 and midfield 3 are all unchanged. But with no Karim Benzema or Steven Bergwijn, the changes come to the forward line, with Houssam Aouar making a welcome return for his first appearance since the home loss to Al Nassr in September. 19-year-old Roger Fernandez plays for the first time since the matchday 2 loss to Shabab Al Ahly. It's going to be a fervent and partisan atmosphere from those in green, hoping to upset the apple cart here, as has already happened twice. Al Ittihad started their opening 2 games as favourites and were beaten both times. So it's Al Shorta against Al Ittihad from the Al Madina International Stadium in Baghdad. Round 3 of the AFC Champions Elite League stage. And it is match day 3 in the West region. Al Shorta in the traditional all-green, Al Ittihad in the changed all-white. And here's Mehdi Eshabi majorly into possession, touching it back to Ahmed Bazil. Sergio Conceição, the third manager already this season to take charge of Al Ittihad game. Ahmed Bazil launches it forwards, and he'll be hoping to pick up his first win tonight after the Friday night draw. Predrag Rajkovic, the Serbian goalkeeper, balls it out to Danilo, his Mitai. Played out towards Roger Fernandez. Clipped over the top and fired into the centre, and well gathered by Ahmed Bazil. Al Ittihad will be relieved to have Houssem Aouar back in the team, the Algerian international. Adds real creative quality to their midfield. A player, remember, who won an international cap for France, the country of his birth, before switching to Algeria in 2023. Came through the ranks at Lyon, was a regular there before joining Roma and switching to Al Ittihad last year. Amir. Touched off by Bassam. Can afford to be slightly conservative in their approach, Al Shorta. In terms of quality on the pitch, Al Ittihad far superior. Ahmed Yahya, but they battled well in last season's competition. Al Shorta, in the end, just finished 1 point shy of Pac Decor in the bid for a place in the top 8. Managed just the 1 win, though, from their 8 league stage matches, 3 draws, 4 losses. Quick shot there of their Egyptian coach, Mohamed El Gendi. Former left-back during his playing days, who played mostly in the Netherlands and Greece. Al Shorta on the front foot now, Al Mawaz. Well, that's got the crowd going already. Mahmoud Al Mawaz, a Syrian international with over 100 caps. Joined Al Shorta in 2021, a big favourite with the supporters here. And he has the first strike in anger. And Shorta with a corner. Dominic Mendy being watched by Conte. One about the penalty spot, the flick on, and it's in! Bassam Shakir puts Al Shorta in front after just 4 minutes. The Al Madina International Stadium erupts. What a start! Now Ittihad find themselves behind again in an AFC Champions League Elite League stage match. Well, the flick on, and where was the marking? They've fallen asleep defensively at the back post, Al Ittihad. And Bassam Shakir heads Al Shorta in front. What a remarkable start. Well, it's been well worth the wait for those that were in. An hour and a half to 2 hours ahead of kickoff. It's a dream start for Al Shorta. Here's Mehdi. It was his flick on the centre-back. Left it on a play for Bassam Shakir. Al Shorta battling for every ball. Mitai frustrated. Now he's gone down and it's all beginning to kick off a bit on that far side. Well, it's his first goal of the season, Bassam Shakir. And what is his fifth appearance, both domestically and in Asian competition. Mario Mitai getting himself involved over on the far side, the Albanian left-back. Here's Rajkovic. Now they love their football in Iraq. Real footballing culture. The national team has done well over the years. Eighth season for Al Shorta, playing in the AFC Champions League, including the qualifying rounds. This will be a massive result for them. A long, long way to go, of course, but the most perfect start against a side who are star-studded, but whose confidence has taken a real knock at the start of this season's Champions League Elite. And another early blow for them here. Ahmed. Playing on adrenaline in these opening moments. Al Shorta lost the ball here though. Here's Mitai. Fabinho. Clipped through, header away though by Munaf. Tackles are flying in, a really strong challenge from Hussein. And Ahmed launches it away again, up towards Dominic Mendy. Here's Boubacar. Mighty roar every time an Al Shorta player wins possession or completes a pass to a teammate. Well, they weren't sure what the atmosphere was going to be like ahead of kickoff Al Ittihad. They certainly know now, after the concession of that early goal. Amir with the throw for Al Shorta. There is the new man, Sergio Conceição. .50 now. Officially took over on October the 7th during the international break. Now Gilladien. Here's Conte. Taken away though from Awa. One back by Conte. Well, Shorta have a player down on the far side. Might be the goal scorer, Bassam Shakir. No, he's there with the referee, so it's not him. It's Al Mawas, the Syrian international. 32 now, 2 goals in 4 games this season, both coming in the Iraqi Premier League. And getting himself involved there with Danilo, and well, that was a bit of a nonsense. And it's a yellow card for Danilo. I think it's going to be likewise as well for Mahmoud Al-Mawas when he gets to his feet. Yep, yellow card for the Syrian. Well, he's not happy with the decision, but he needs to calm down. Boubacar wisely getting in his face and just trying to keep him away from the referee. He's got hold of Danilo's shirt, who wasn't particularly happy with it. And it's a ludicrous reaction from Danilo, from Al-Mawas rather. Bit of needle in the game already. No, still complaining, Al-Mawas. And it's an uncontested drop ball for N'Golo Conte. Ittihad made the run for it. Playing without an out-and-out centre forward, Al Ittihad this evening. No Benzema, Roger Fernandez, and Diaby the wide players. Aouar is an attacking midfielder. Roger Fernandez, just 19, he's a Portuguese under-21 international. Opportunity here then for Al Ittihad with the free kick. Danilo is up. Diaby is there. Aouar delivers. Headed away by Munaf and then driven back in by Conte, but well off target. Haven't played since Thursday. Al Shorta. They won here by 2-0 in the Iraqi Stars League against Al Karaha. Al-Mawas, who's just got the yellow card, was on the score sheet. Conte looking for the run of Al-Ittihad. Well covered though by Ahmed Yahya. Conte. Now Simic. Al Shorta have come out really pumped for this. Just need to be careful they don't overdo it in the early stages and leave themselves leggy later on. Clipped forward by Mehdi. No foul, and Al Ittihad back in possession. Little touch off from Conte. Clipped through towards Roger Fernandez. It's back with Conte. Fernandez out to Al Ittihad. Now Aouar. Diaby. On by Conte. Simic to Danilo. And handball given against Roger Fernandez. See, Al Ittihad are trying to establish some sort of control of the contest. Haven't really had any concerted spells of possession. Yeah, it's right in front of the assistant. He was never going to get away with that. Roger Fernandez. Mehdi Ashabi. Abdul Razak came short, but back again to Ahmed. Ahmed Yahya. Helped out by Abdul Razak. And it's been won back here by Doumbia, who crosses it in, and there is the equaliser. Headed in by Moussa Diaby. Well, played themselves into trouble there, really, Al Shorta. And in a flash, their lead is gone. Good work from Mahamadou Doumbia. And Moussa Diaby heads home the equaliser. And Al Shorta's lead lasting just 13 minutes. That's where Doumbia pinches the ball and then just clipped it into the centre. It's a good header from Diaby. Guiding it away from Ahmed Bazil and into the corner. And what an electric start to the game. Al Shorta 1, Al Ittihad 1. Diaby's first goal of the season. Ball back with Ahmed Bazil. Well, the atmosphere has been instantly burst. There's sort of shock of disbelief around this stadium. Ahmed Yahya with the throw. Such a buzz with the excitement of the game, and then actually taking the lead so early on. And the crowd need to get Al Shorta going again, and vice versa. They'll be frustrated at the way the goal was given away. Mohamed Afgendi. Munaf Younis. Now Mehdi Ashabi. Need to be careful they're not caught in possession again as Boubacar chases back to help out. It's a free kick for Al Shorta. Clipped over the top to nobody in particular. Danilo with time and space just to sweep that up. Feeds it back to Rajkovic. Now, despite being second in the Saudi Pro League, they've not actually won for 3 games out Ittihad since the 1-0 win away to Al Wehda in the King's Cup towards the end of September. Fabinho has gone charging forward. Here's Aouar. Taking on Munaf Younis, who did well, but it's a corner for Al Ittihad. Now, Al Ittihad have actually lost their last 4 AFC Champions League games. If you include both legs of the quarter-final to Al Hilal in the 23-24 season. Weren't involved in the competition in the last campaign. Here's Awa. Now Fernandez. Cross is blocked away. Abdul Razak wins it. Abdul Razak again clips it over the top, and Danilo did well. Important interception. Diaby. Now Awa. From Fernandez. Doumbia. On by Danilo. Well, Shorta with more possession in the opening 21 minutes. I don't think too many people will have expected that stat. Likely to change as the game moves on. Doumbia gets it back from Fernandez. Surges away from Hussein. Awa with the flick on, cleared by Ahmed Yahya. And the free kick given against Diaby. He needs to be a bit careful how he reacts to the referee. Oh, Al Shorta have given the ball away though. Oh, Gillidan beaten to it. Ball won back by Mitai. Simic. Space now for Fernandez. On by Roger Fernandez again to Al Gillidan. And it's another Al Ittihad corner. Simic up from the back. And Diaby with what is Al Ittihad's second corner. Al Shorta scored with their only corner of the game so far. Diaby across. Fabinho wasn't too far away, and neither was Mitai. Doumbia. Now Gillidan. Now Diaby. Roger Fernandez making the run forward. Mitai with the header back to Awa. Fabinho. Here's Danilo. Mitai in space, just hugging the touchline. Awa flicked it to him. They weren't on the same page there though. And Amir is back to try and clear it away. His was the last touch though, it's a corner. Malame Sabah didn't see it the same way as the referee. Well, he's called it absolutely right though. It does deflect back off Mitai onto Amir. More defending to do for Al Shorta. Hussein Awa to deliver. Five in there for Al Ittihad. Fabinho being closely watched by Ahmed Yahya. Danilo is up there. Mitai as well. Danilo makes a run to the front post. Almost got on the end of it, but Al Shorta clear it away. Munaf Yunus is the player down for Al Shorta. Centre back with 14 caps for Iraq. part of the squad that won the Gulf Cup in 2023 for Iraq. Here's Fabinho. Not by Doumbia. Mitai. One or two signs that Al Ittihad are beginning to settle down now, and the pattern of the game is beginning to take the shape that we thought it would. Roger Fernandez. Ahmed wins it back though, here's Abdul Razak. Al Mawas. Sent forward by Boubacar. Sam Shakir will chase this. Mitai has it though. Awa. Here's Doumbia. Plenty of time and space to pick out a pass, and he's found Roger. Doumbia. Diaby. Now Diaby steps away from Abdul Razak. His Conte. Fabinho. Mitai in space if they can switch it. He's played it into Awa, who ran straight into Mehdi Ashabi, who stood his ground, and now Al Shorta can counter. Important foot in though from Doumbia. One back by Mendy. Great tempo to the game. Al Shorta want it frantic. Not sure how Ittihad do. Here's Fabinho. Now Giladan. Conte turns away from Abdul Razak. Here's Doumbia. A lot of green shirts around him, and he was caught. It's a free kick to Al Ittihad. Strong play again from Mohamedou Doumbia. Handful of caps for Mali. Still only 21. Played 50 times for Antwerp in 2 years in Belgium before the switch to the Saudi Pro League for this season. Looks a player of real promise though, Mohamedou Doumbia. Not a bad midfield to be playing in, is it, alongside Fabinho and N'Golo Conte, in terms of players you can learn from. Fabinho's over this and scores brilliantly. What a strike from Fabinho. And now Ittihad have turned this game around inside half an hour. Ahmed Bazil, well beaten. Terrific free kick from Fabinho. And the former Liverpool midfielder puts Al Ittihad in front. Well, from the moment it left his boot, you knew it was in. And so did Ahmed Bazil. With his starting position to be one step the other way, probably would have saved it. It wasn't plumb in the corner, but it was a good strike. Great shape to it. Around the wall. And Al Shorta, having been 1-up inside 4 minutes, find themselves 2-1 down before the half-hour mark. Just shows the firepower that Al Ittihad have available. No Bergwijn, no Benzema this evening. And it is 9th appearance of the season in all competitions. Fabinho has his first goal. Danilo. Picked up by Mendy. An air of murmuring disappointment now around the stands. But they need a lift again. The whole place does. Al Ittihad have done a terrific job of silencing them. Especially haven't fallen behind so early. Awa. Clipped out to Al Ittihad from Doumbia. Almost fell invitingly for Diaby. They got away with that, Al Shorta. It's going to be a tough task for them to make it into the top 8. They showed last season, though, they're more than capable. Just need to turn one of those 3 draws they had into a victory. Here's Awa. Went for goal. Fired it straight into the mid-drift of Munaf Younis. Playing some neat football now, Al Ittihad. You can see the confidence flowing back into them. Conte. Now Julaydan, taken away by Ahmed Yahya. Now Julaydan, the right back, the only Saudi Arabian player in the starting 11 for Al Ittihad. Little flick off by Diaby, taken away by Ahmed Yahya. And he cleared it again, but off his own player. It's a throw for Al Ittihad. Now Julaydan with the throw. Now Conte. Mario Mitai. Well, the old adage is silencing the home crowd, isn't it, as the away side? They literally have done that. Here's Doumbia. Danilo. And the atmosphere now, nothing like it was before kickoff, or indeed after Al Shorta scored. The whole place needs a lift. Ahmed Basil. Here's Mitai. Fabinho. Here's Awa. Now Roger. All about the shot, Roger Fernandez, but didn't get hold of it at all well. Can't keep the ball now, Al Shorta. And Al Ittihad winning all the second balls as well. Here's Danilo. It's a very different game now. Fabinho. Al Shorta were, of course, playing on adrenaline for the opening 15-20 minutes. That's subsided now, as well as the lead that they gained early on. Here's Giancarlo Simic. Awa. Conte. Now Diaby. I think the intended target was Mitai, but he got that delivery horribly wrong. Here's Mehdi Ashabi. Now Bassam Shakir, the goal scorer for Al Shorta. Mendy. Boubacar. 2 or 3 passes and the crowd find their voice again. Here's Mehdi. Now Amir Sabah. Abdul Razak with the touch out to Bassam Shakir. Mendy. Abdul Razak. Munaf Younis had to win that. It's picked up by Conte. Now Gilodan. All the way back to Pedro Rajkovic, who's not seen the ball for a fair while. There's Munaf Younis. Strong challenge though from Roger Fernandez, and it's a free kick for Al Shorta. Quickly taken, Bassam Shakir. Mehdi Ashabi. Measured ball. It's a good ball as well to pick out Hussein El Saadi. Here's Mendy. Again trying to slide it through, but Conte cut it out this time. Doumbia felt he was bundled over by Boubacar, the referee didn't, and here's Mendy now for Al Shorta. Bassam Shakir. Mendy. Good effort! Oh, goodness me, what a strike from Mendy! Oh, and it's lashed over the top from Bassam Shakir. Oh, he was inches away, Dominic Mendy, from levelling with an absolute screamer. So unlucky that it didn't drop over the line. Well, how close was that? It's being checked. He has absolutely nailed it. Is it in? Is that in? Does that drop over the line, or has the curvature of the ball saved Al Ittihad? It looks in, doesn't it? What a hit that is from Dominic Mendy. It's an absolute peach. And the discussion is ongoing. On first viewing of the replay, it looks in, but it can be deceptive, of course, with a football. It's not like tennis, it's the curvature of the ball. Was the whole of the ball over the line? Well, that was a rocket from nowhere from Dominic Mendy. What a hit from the Senegalese midfielder. Has he levelled for Al Shorta? And the answer is no. The whole of the ball wasn't over the line. Oh, I'd love to see the still for that. That must have been millimetres. He's absolutely nailed that. Off the bar and down. And that really must have been paper thin. How much of the ball was touching the Al Ittihad line. So unlucky. Dominic Mendy there. Mitai with the throw. What a first half we've had here. 6 minutes to the break. There'll be a bit more now because of the VAR check. Al Shorta 1, Al Ittihad 2. And we've just been denied by millimetres what would have been one of the goals of the competition. Rajkovic. Munaf Younis. Mitai. Now Aouar. Found some energy again, Al Shorta. That strike from Mendy has certainly been a boost for both crowd and players alike. Doumbia. Fabinho. Now Aouar. Elia Shabi. Back from Amir. Here's Mendy. Neat turn, but there were too many in white shirts around him and not enough space to work with. And he's won it back though, Mendy. Hussein caught by Roger Fernandez. It's been a really physical contest in those midfield areas as well. Al Shorta battling for everything. Munaf Yunus. Cut out by Roger Fernandez. It's a throw though for Saudi, for the Al Shorta, as the referee speaks again with Al Mawas. He's walking a fine line here. He's already had a yellow card. They won't want to lose the Syrian. He's a key man for Al Shorta. Munaf Yunus. Mehdi Ashabi. Ahmed Yahya in space, here he is. Steps away from Roger. Bassam Shakir. Fabinho steps it up and wins the ball back. Here's Conte. Danilo to El Giladan. Doumbia. Now Danilo. Shorta continuing to work so hard behind the ball. It's a nice spot. Diaby with the run. Conte couldn't find him with the pass though. Munaf. Well, this is what the AFC Champions League Elite is all about. It's a terrific contest. Champions of Iraq against the champions of Saudi Arabia. Al Ittihad in front 2-1, but it was so nearly 2-2 with an absolute belting effort from Dominic Mendy. Here's Awa. Mehdi Ashabi across. You can rest assured Al Ittihad won't afford him too many more chances to shoot at goal. Here's Munaf Yunus. Abdul Razak switches it out to Amir Sabah. Now Mawas has made his run through the centre. Is Bassam Shakir trying to find space to shoot. Ahmed Yahya. Bassam Shakir again. Abdul Razak. Mendy. Closed down a bit quicker this time. Here he is again. Abdul Razak. Mendy. Plays it back again to Hussein Al Sadi. Amir Sabah. Right back, winding up the crowd on that far side. Amir Sabah to continue to get behind the team. Mahmoud Al Mawas is over this. Taken short. Fabinho gets it away for Al Ittihad. Amir Sabah. Abdul Razik. He's given that away though. Doumbia intercepting, and now the counter on here for Al Ittihad. Here's Awa. Giladan was screaming for Awa to switch it to the near side. He was completely unmarked, the Al Ittihad right back. Alwa. Wriggles away from a couple of challenges, plays in. Roger, twisting and turning. Ahmed Yahya did well. Diaby feeds it forward, and it's a goal kick for Al Shorta. But the pace continues unabated. 4 minutes to be added on, mostly for the check of that Dominic Mendy effort. Here is Mendy. Loses out this time though. Doumbia has it. And now Alwa through the centre, still going. Couldn't get the shot away though. Mehdi Ashabi did well. Looked for a second as though Houssem Alwa had opened up the Al Shorta defence. Mendy. It's great stuff now, isn't it? It's one of those games where you don't want half-time to come. It's a nice little layoff. Bassam Shakir doesn't have too much support. Makes his way into the centre now. Al Mawas on the outside. Mitai gets the challenge though. Al Mawas getting back at him. And here's Diaby away from Amir Sabah. Conte. Al Juladan has space now to charge forwards. Support from Roger. Cuts in Roger Fernandez. Conte. And a throw for Al Ittihad. He's had to have eyes in the back of his head in this first half. There it is again. What an effort. To the naked eye, it looks in, doesn't it? But it's so difficult to just judge that curve on the ball. Must have been tight. And here's Doumbia. Now Gileda. Now Danilo. Charges forward again, the centre-back. Al Mawas getting back to him though. Here's Mitai. Houssem Alwa dropping deep as he can in that false 9 role. Play through here to Diaby. The angle's tight, he got hold of it well though. And Ahmed Bazil makes a save he should make. But it was a decent chance again for Al Ittihad. Doumbia sliding it through to Moussa Diaby. It's the same combination that brought about Al Ittihad's equaliser. Had to hit it hard from there, but Ahmed Bazil had the front post covered. Here's Roger with the corner.
Danilo! Danilo!
It's a deep delivery into the hands of Ahmed Bazil. Well, the last thing Al Shorta would have needed was to fall 2 behind before the half-time break. Still very much in the contest at 2-1. Well, the first 45 minutes of Sergio Conceição's reign in continental competition in charge of Al Ittihad has certainly been an eventful 45. Al Shorta taking the lead through Bassam Shakir just 4 minutes in. Diaby and Fabinho putting Al Ittihad in front, but that is how close Dominic Mendy was to levelling for the Iraqi champions with a wonderful strike that was adjudged not to have been over the line. You couldn't get much closer, could you, to an equalising goal? But Al Shorta have certainly given a good account of themselves in this first half. Al Ittihad, as it stands, on course for their first win of this season's competition. But there's a long way to go, given the first half. Half-time, Al Shorta 1, Al Ittihad 2. Well, welcome back to the Al Madina International Stadium in Baghdad. It's been quite the opening first half. Bassam Shakir putting Al Shorta in front. Moussa Diaby and Fabinho, 2 goals 12 minutes apart, putting Al Ittihad in control. And then that Dominic Mendy moment. Fantastic hit off the underside of the bar, millimetres away from levelling. That was the second half holding Stork. Shorter by no means out of this at 2-1 down. So Al Shorter get the second half underway, trailing Al Ittihad by 2-1 here at the Al Madina International Stadium. Al Ittihad 45 minutes away from not only picking up their first win of this season's AFC Champions League Elite, but their first points as well. It is a win, as things stand, that would just shift them into the top 8 on 3 points. Now Shorter, for their part, would be in 11th spot. It's Fabinho. Well, Ittihad, of course, would absolutely expect to qualify Al Hilal and Al Ahly, the top 2 after 2 rounds. 3 teams from Saudi Arabia, 3 from United Arab Emirates, 3 from Qatar. Nazaf from Uzbekistan. Al Shorter, the only representatives from Iraq, and Traktor from the Islamic Republic of Iran. Here's Mendy. Would have been just his 2nd goal of the season in all competitions, and both of them would have come in the Champions League Elite. Here's Conte. Scored the goal here in the draw with Al Sadd on match day 1. Taken away by Ahmed Yahya. Conte perhaps not the player you would have wanted in that position, trying to streak clear of the defence. Fine midfield player, of course. Well, there's that hit from Mendy. Look where he hits it from. It's a fabulous strike. So close to being an equaliser for Al Shorter. Space here maybe now on the far side. Crossed into the centre, almost fell for Al Mawas. Just couldn't take it in his stride. And Al Ittihad get it away. But Al Shorter creating openings. Here's Bassam Shakir. Doumbia, Conte, giving it away to Abdul Razak. Al Mawas fires it across, stabbed away by Simic. Mendy. Cleared away by Danilo. Well, it would be a big win for Sergio Conceição. Just his 2nd match in charge. Won't get too much time to settle in, given the expectancy level at Al Ittihad. 10-time champions of Saudi Arabia, twice champions of Asia. Not for 20 years now. Bassam Shakir touches it back. It's hit first time by Amir Sabah. Sliced through it though, the right back. Rakovic hasn't had a great deal to do, has he? But had to pick the ball out. as early as the 5th minute. And was nowhere near Mendy's effort. Here's Mendy again, and wins the free kick. He's a real live wire, Dominic Mendy. And it's a red card. Second yellow for Danilo. And now Ittihad's task has just got a whole lot harder. The foul on Mendy, he was booked for his altercation with Mahmoud Al-Malmafs in the first half. And now he sees yellow for the second time. And that also means that Al Ittihad will be without him for matchday 4 at the start of November, when they entertain Sharjah of the United Arab Emirates, last season's AFC Champions League 2 winners. I'm not sure how much contact there was, but it's a risky challenge to make. Just catches the foot there, you can see it on the replay of Mendy. Risky challenge to make when you're already on a yellow. And Al Ittihad will play on with 10. He's certainly played his part tonight, hasn't he? Dominic Mendy. 6 international caps for Senegal. And whoever's in the rabbit suit must be absolutely boiling. It's 28 degrees. Well, can Al Shorta pull a rabbit out of the hat here? He very nearly did in the first half, Dominic Mendy. Well, having one of those seasons out Ittihad where it's one step forward, one step back at times. 2-1 up, but now down to 10. In a match they were looking to control and were doing so towards the end of the first half. But now Dominic Mendy, so unlucky in the first half. Can he find the target here? It's round the wall, but it's straight at Rajkovic. He's really been a lively performer in Al Shorta's midfield. Well, let's give it away, Abdul Razak. Conte, sliding challenge from Mehdi Ashabi. What a game this has been, so many talking points. And a great tempo to it as well, a fabulous atmosphere. Mitai. Chases on for this, and Moussa Diaby will get there. Anwar in support. Roger, muscled out of it by Ahmed Yahya, tries to get back at him. Fabinho's header. Yeah, he's dropped into the back for Fabinho. Something he did a number of times under Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool to varying effect, in truth. That's played through, though, to Roger. Ahmed Bazil quickly out of his area and cleared it away, and he had to be. Mehdi Ashabi missing it with the outstretched foot, and the Portuguese teenager was very nearly in. Well, even with 10, you'd be hard-pressed to guess which way this is going. Mitai, so much quality in the Al Ittihad side. Anwar. Anwar, good run by Anwar. Can he finish? Blocked away. And Abdul Razak hooks it clear for Al Shorta. Terrific play from Houssam Anwar. kind of quality he showed at Lyon, which is why so many of Europe's top clubs were considering a move for him. Mendy. Munaf to Mehdi Ashabi. Amir Sabah. Touch off from Bassam Shakir. So much has happened since he put Al Shorta in front after just 5 minutes. Bassam Shakir again. Abdul Razik Kazim. Now Hussein. Certainly found their voice again now, the crowd. They were silenced for much of the latter stages of the first half. That's a good ball. Opportunity here, maybe beaten away by Rajkovic. And the Al Ittihad goalkeeper stays down. Here's the run from Awar at the other end. It was a good save from Ahmed Bazil. Mehdi doing his utmost to put him off, but it was the trailing leg of the goalkeeper that produced the save. Problem here for Rajkovic. Now Shorta, by the way, made a change at half-time. Mohamed Dawood has come on to replace Abdul Majid Boubacar. So the first move has been made from the bench from Mohamed El Gendi. Mohamed Dawood, a 24-year-old striker. He's been struggling with his fitness this season. It's his first appearance of the campaign. And Roger Fernandez makes way for Al Ittihad. Free kick for the away sides. And Ahmed, the replacement. And Rajkovic launches that one up in the air. Mehdi Ashabi. On by Mendy. Ahmed Yahya. Mohamed Dawood, by the way, has gone straight to centre forwards. Didn't really play with an out-and-out striker in the first half, Al Shorta, much the same way as Al Ittihad, but he is that, Mohamed Dawood, the Iraq international. Hussein. Here's Abdul Razak. Mendy. Amir gets the cross in. Touchdown by Mohamed Dawood to Abdul Razak. It's blocked away by Fabinho. And now here's Ahmed for Al Ittihad. Ahmed Yahya's header. Mohamed Dawood. Picked up by Mendy. Untimely slip by Amir. And here's Mitai. Moussa Diaby. Can he finish? He squares it unselfishly. And Houssem Aouar makes it 3-1. All came from the slip of Amir Sabah. And now Ittihad have punished them with their quality. Superbly unselfish though from Moussa Diaby, the scorer of the first goal, to lay that on a plate for Houssem Aouar. And now Ittihad may be down to 10, but now they have the buffer of a 2-goal lead. First Champions League Elite goal for Houssem Aouar, just his second goal for Al Ittihad this season, and he wasn't going to miss that. Great awareness from Moussa Diaby. So many players who would have just taken that shot on, but there you saw he looked up and just laid it on a plate for the Algerian international. Al Shorta 1, Al Ittihad 3. And his first goal since the 4-2 win at home to Al Fatah in the Saudi Pro League in mid-September. It's a long way back from here for Al Shorta, but they are against 10. And let's not forget. Here's Mendy. Mendy again. Mehdi Ashabi. Now Ahmed Yahya. Well, it looks as though Hussein Jabbar has come on for Al Shorta. Touch back by Al Bawas. Hussein in space. Conte holding him up. Oh, and that's given away. Now Juledan. Ahmed Yahya now for Al Shorta. He's got options in the centre here if he can pick one out, but all he picked out in the end was the hands of Predrag Rajkovic, who launches Moussa Diaby on the counter. Still going, gets the cross in. Aouar couldn't get any real power into it. Mitai, he's lost that. Mohamed Dawood fires it back across, and what a challenge that was from Giancarlo Simic. Superb defending from the Serbian. After good work from Mohamed Dawood. Corners taken short. Bassam Shakir. Back by Al Mawas. Amir Sabah fires the ball in. Fabinho with the header away. He's missed it this time, Simic. Bassam Shakir. Fired it across. Fabinho was in the way. One or two hopeful appeals for handball. And that's a foul. Abdul Razak, the central midfielder, is the player replaced by Hussein Jabbar. Now Shorta's second change after Mohamed Dawood replaced Abdul Majid Abubakar at half-time. Awa. Mehdi Ashabi across. Here's Munaf Younis. It's a good run, it's a corner. Ahmed Yahya still flying forward when possible from left back. So a deep delivery straight into the hands of Rajkovic. Tough job, Mehdi Ashabi and Munaf Younis this evening, dealing with the quality of Moussa Diaby and Houssam Awa. Bassem Shakir gets it back again. Mohamed Dawood was waiting in the centre. Fabinho clears it away, and here's Mitai. Al Ittihad with what looks like a comfortable lead, but Al Shorta not out of this yet. Mendy. Al Mawas. Here's Ahmed Yahya. Surging run forwards. Hussein, though, losing out. Simic again across to make the challenge. And there's a bit of nonsense afterwards as well. Ahmed Yahya being spoken to as he clattered into Giancarlo Simic. Great player in his playing days, Sergio Conceição, 56 caps for Portugal. Fabulous winger, mainly for Porto, Lazio, Inter and Parma. Led Porto as a coach to 3 Portuguese league titles, the same amount as he won as a player with them. Hussein Al Sadi being replaced for Al Shorta by Ahmed Farhan. Diaby. Doumbia. Strong run forward, but Hussein Jabbar followed him. Ahmed Yahya still showing great energy, as is Mendy. Amir Sabah beaten to that by Mario Mitai. Doumbia sweeps that away from Mohamed Dawood and finds Giancarlo Simic. Conte. That wasn't the best ball back to the Serbian centre-back. Just 20 years of age. 6 caps for Serbia. And he's actually on loan with Al Ittihad from his Belgian side, Anderlecht. They picked him up from Milan, where he spent time in the youth team there after Stuttgart. Amir Sabah. Mendy. Mehdi Ashabi. Amir Sabah. Helping it on. Doumbia back though. Well, next up for Al Shorta, a crucial trip to Traktor in the Islamic Republic of Iran. One of the teams they'll be up against, really, to try and grab a top 8 finish. Rajkovic grabs that. You expect Al Ittihad to start getting the results and move themselves up the table. That was well defended by Ahmed Yahya. Mendy. Touch off from Bassam Shakir. Ahmed Farhan, the substitute, involving himself. It's clipped over the top. Strong header from Mitai. Mohamed Dawood very nearly getting on the end of that, but the flag was up against him. Side have played well tonight. They've just been beaten by the quality of Al Ittihad. Really unlucky as well with that Dominic Mendy effort that could have been a pivotal moment. Diaby can't keep that in. The goal and an assist for Diaby tonight. Munaf Yunus. There's Ahmed Yahya to Ahmed Farhan. Mendy had moved into a bit of space in the centre, but Ahmed Farhan closed down by Conte. Amir with the cross in, oh, the flicked header, and driven across and over by Mohamed Dawood. Well, the initial header from Bassam Shakir caused the problems. And that's a big chance gone begging for Al Shorta. It's a great little flick on, and then the ball back across, and only Mohamed Dawood will know how he's missed that. Yeah, it bobbled up, didn't it? It's not the best, the surface you can see there when it's close up, and I think that's probably cost him there. It flicked off a bit of a divot, and it was almost around his knee, but even so, I mean, if you miss-hit that, it goes in. Big, big chance. Bassam Shakir. Ahmed Farhan. Ahmed Yahya on the overlap. It's on, deflection and over the top. And it's a corner. Well, Ahmed Farhan has come on and made a difference immediately on the left-hand side. They're not giving this up yet. 3-1 down, but other 10 of Al Ittihad beginning to tire now with the extra workload. In swinger. Oh, that was a chance for Mehdi Ashabi. I'll tell you what, if one of these goes in, it's going to be an almighty scramble at the end. There's the strike from Ahmed Farhan. Came off Simic, and that could have ended up anywhere. Fortunately for Al Ittihad, and not for those Al Shorta fans. It landed on the roof of the net. Sergio Conceição dipping further into his bench. Free kick out Shorta, not taken from anywhere near the right place. Mendy. Ahmed Yahya. Surging run forwards, helped out by Ahmed Farhan. Foot race with Al Juladan, and he had the pace on him. Conte across to help out his right back, but it's a free kick for Al Shorta. And the pressure is growing from the home team. And so is the expectation from the supporters. What can they work here as we move towards the final 15 minutes? Mendy and Amir Sabat on the edge of the box. It's floated in. Mitai with the header away. Al Mawas. Play back to the edge of the box and then driven first time into Doumbia from the substitute Hussein Jabbar. And now they're away at the other end with Diaby round the goalkeeper. Still Moussa Diaby, squares it again to Awar, and it's 4. Al Shorta destroyed by the Al Ittihad counter. And it's the same combination, Moussa Diaby and Hussein Awar. And with 15 to go, that surely does wrap it up now as the pressure was building from Al Shorta. Al Shorta 1, Al Ittihad 4. Great reaction from Ahmed Al-Juladad. Well, they committed everybody forward and Moussa Diaby was away. It was a heavy touch there. That's what cost him scoring the goal. But he kept his head and composure, and again, once it was back at the feet of Hussein Awar, the French-born Algerian international did the rest. 3 players on the line, but he just passed it past all of them. Now, there's been some pivotal moments, hasn't there? The Mendy effort off the bar that just didn't cross the line, and then Mohamed Dawood, a bobble at his end, and he put it over the top. There was a bobble before Awar finished that off, but he had the technique to score it. And a number of the Al Shorta fans filing out now with their side 4-1 down, and that's a shame because it's been a brilliant match. The scoreline is harsh on Al Shorta, but it just shows the quality that Al Ittihad have in their team, and that's been the difference. Al-Juladad is one of those to make way. Al-Shehri and Sharahili are coming on, and there's no hat-trick for Awar. He makes way to manage his minutes. He's been struggling with an injury this season. Ball over the top is chested down to Mohamed Dawood, who's in and scores! 4-2. Oh, but the flag is up for offsides. And what a shame for Al Shorta and Mohamed Dawood. Well, they must feel that absolutely nothing is going for them this evening. Just haven't had the fortune that they would have needed to pull off a win here against Al Ittihad. Well, it is being checked. It's a good finish. He is a predatory striker, Mohamed Dawood. Will hope he restored. No, it is offside. And it remains Al Shorta 1, Al Ittihad 4. I mean, anyone who hasn't watched this game would see that scoreline and think, yeah, that's what we would have expected, but it hasn't been like that at all. It's just been clinical from Al Ittihad, but Al Shorta have certainly had their chances. Here's Diaby, who's been superb. Picked out by Doumbia. Yeah, it's an Al Shorta throw. Munaf Younis. Well, you wouldn't have expected to see that, would you? Al Shorta with 10% more possession. I know Al Ittihad have been down to 10, which of course has made the difference. Sounds a strange thing to say when you're 4-1 down with 10 minutes to go, but they've actually played okay, Al Shorta. Certainly plenty of positives to take to Iran for their next match. Have 2 away games. They go to Al Hilal. That's going to be a really difficult away game. And a problem here for Hussein Jaber, who's not long been on. Next home match for Al Shorta is match day 6, also against Saudi Arabian opposition when they face the defending champions Al Ahly. That's why the tractor match is so crucial for them. Too high for Mendy. And they could be in again here. Ahmed! Off the post and out. Boy, he can't believe it. So unlucky. Here's Diaby. Ahmed. Now Diaby again. Such an open contest. So entertaining for the neutral. Doumbia. No doubt as well for Al Ittihad supporters. Here's Ahmed. Tried to play the 1-2 with Al Shehri. Mendy. Hassan Shakir. But whipped into the box again. And gathered by Rajkovic. Off the head of Sharahili. Well, there's the offside. It's tight, but he was off. Shame, because it was brilliantly taken by Mohamed Dawood. Really positive centre-forward play. Here's Mendy. They did make that change, by the way. Hussein Jaber, the substitute, has gone off again and been replaced by Sharif after picking up a knock. It's a neat little backfield there by Mohamed Dawood, but nothing came of it. Here's Mitai. Diaby, Mitai. Mehdi Ashabi did well. Throw for Al Ittihad. Well, he's certainly going to remember his first win, Sergio Conceição, isn't he? Mohamed Al-Gendi's side with just a point now after 3 matches. Some very difficult games to come as well. Last season, 7 points was enough to make the top 8 in the West region. It could change, of course. Comfortable save from Rajkovic to deny Sharif. It's felt that 8 points is probably par, probably enough to see you through. A couple of wins and a couple of draws. Paktakor made it with just 1 win and 4 draws. And finished ahead of Persepolis and Al Gharafa on goal difference, and just a point ahead of Al Shorta. It was really tight. Al Ain, the defending champions, the only side not to pick up a single win last season. Sharif. He's shown enough here to show they can mix it with anyone, Al Shorta, but they match away in Riyadh against Al Hilal, and it's going to be mightily tough. Yellow card shown there to Mohamedou Doumbia. There's that Ahmed effort. That's how close they were to 5-1. Well, we've had 5 goals. The score could have been anything, really. I mean, Al Shorta have missed a couple of good chances, particularly the Mohamed Dawood one. Here's Mendy. Ahmed Yahya to Ahmed Farhan. Faced by Conte. And he's got round him, Ahmed Yahya. Simic, though, again, getting himself in the ways. Produced 2 or 3 really good blocks second half. Giancarlo Simic. Mendy. Ahmed Farhan. Ahmed Yahya again makes his way into the penalty area. It's a good ball, the angle is tight for Bassam Shakir, and he fires it off target. Seems a long time ago now, doesn't it, that he put Al Shorta in front early on. Now Moussa Diaby is coming off to be replaced by Fawaz Al-Yami. Really good performance tonight from Moussa Diaby. Scored the equaliser and then assisted 2 more for Houssem Aouar. Fawaz comes on for 3 minutes or so. Goal kick for Al Shorta. Ahmed Yahya. Here's Mendy. Sharif chasing this one. Mitai back across. The last chance, the last touch was off the Albanian. It's a corner. Sharif going short. And Mitai blocks that behind again off Al Mawas. Here's Mendy. Makes the opening for the shot, but he was off balance this time. Got the power into it, but not the control. There's an Africa Cup of Nations coming up in the new year. You wonder if Dominic Mendy could force his way into the Senegalese squad. There's Manaf Younis. Ahmed Yahya. Still going. Good challenge by Fawaz. Ahmed Farhan. Mendy. Fancies another one. Not low this time. Tough one to take this for Al Shorta. Scoreline not really reflecting the game, but certainly reflecting the difference in quality that both clubs have available. Doumbia. Ahmed. He went up so close to adding a fifth goal. Here he is again. 4 minutes to be added on. Ahmed Yahya. Ahmed Farhan holds it up. Sam Shakir. Mohamed Awoods. Walks down to the boxes. Ahmed Yahya taking on Fawaz. Again, Simic is there to make a timely intervention. Love the way he celebrates every block. Giancarlo Simic, talk about a defender's mentality. Mendy. Mohamed Awoods tries to pick his way through. Oh, it's off the post. Al Mawas so unlucky. Well, he must have thought he'd scored. Rajkovic was rooted to the spot. And Mahmoud Al Mawas rolled the ball onto the post. Doumbia gets back to his feet. Al Mawas picks up the ball short from the corner. Well, I think the referee is saying it's a throw, not a corner. Bassam Shakir. Mendy pulls the trigger again. And his last three have been nowhere near the quality of the first half strike that went so close to making it 2-2. Well, Mohamed Dawood does well here. Plays it into the path of Mahmoud Al Mawas. An inch the other way and it was in. 3 times now the frame of the goal has been struck. Mendy off the bar in the first half, Al Mawas off the post second half, and Ahmed as well for Al Ittihad. Here's Doumbia. Doumbia, oh, that's deflected and gathered by Ahmed Basil. Mendy under pressure from Doumbia, but shields the ball well and then plays himself into trouble. Conte. Ahmed back from Al Shehri. Fabinho. You wouldn't really have known they had 10 second half Al Ittihad after the sending off of Danilo. Scored when they needed to with 2 swift counter-attacks, just when it seemed as though Al Shorta were turning the screw to get themselves back into it. Al Mawas. Ahmed Yahya. Still going. Fawaz sticking with him. Ahmed Farhan. Mendy. Mohamed Dawood went down under the challenge of Fabinho. The referee not convinced it was a foul. And just as they were looking to counter, the referee blows for the end of what has been a wonderfully entertaining game. Another defeat for Al Shorta. They have just 1 point now from their opening 3, but it's the first Points on the board for Al Ittihad. It is the first win for their new coach, Sergio Conceição, in just his second game in charge. But the scoreline is extremely harsh on Al Shorta, who took the lead through Bassem Shakir's early goal. Diaby and Fabinho responded before Dominic Mendy rattled the crossbar and was so unfortunate not to level again for Al Shorta. And then after Danilo was shown the red card, Al Shorta piled forward, were turning the screw, looking to overwhelm the 10 of Al Ittihad. But two superb counter-attacks saw Moussa Diaby set up Houssem Aouar for 2 goals 15 minutes apart and wrap up a much-needed first win for Al Ittihad. It finishes Al Shorta 1, Al Ittihad 4.